Alright, hello everybody, and welcome back to another exciting episode of the Quest Conclave. Give me one quick minute. I just had to go get water and I had to clean up because I dropped something. But hello everyone. I'll get the music set up and everything, and I will give you all the news and announcements I am able to give you. So, alright. But first of all, is everybody here? Can everybody hear me?
Yep. Yeah.
Alrighty then. Alright, there you go. The music is set up, I believe. But anyway, hello everybody, and welcome to another exciting episode of the Quest Conclave, a Dungeons and Dragons group themed around the popular MMO RuneScape. I am your host, Valdez, the Dungeon Master, here to take you through an exciting journey across the world of Gielinor. So firstly, no, your eyes does not deceive you, viewers at home, whether you're live or watching on YouTube. We are down to 2 players. Because of real life situation and issues going on, we have 2 players that had to depart because of that. And during today's session, we will have someone else departing soon who will be revealed during the campaign. During the session, I mean. And with that, I want to make sure everybody understands that we will probably not look for a new player or 2 for the whole campaign, depending how everything works out and if we need to. Because I feel like right now we are getting close to the end of the campaign with how everybody has been progressing so far. So for now, we might just stick to 3 to 4 players, depending if anybody else needs to be. So with that, is everybody else ready?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. I feel like I have the music a little loud. Give me one quick minute. All right. I lowered it enough that I could. Hopefully it's low enough. But okay, let's begin. So, we last left off with you all making it out of the battle against Zakal Zook, the demigod of the kill. After taking the brutal beating, but proving that you deserve to live because of your determination, your strength, and your skills, you managed to be spared and somewhat healed enough so you don't die from internal bleeding. You all then teleport to Folodor to quickly take Asumi to a medical facility as he would not wake up from the healing that was given by Zook minions. Some of you were treated into a room to be given medical attention as well. The rest of you went to report back what happened, I believe. or at least to get some
No,
information, was it?
No, I think we just kind of like turned in for the night just to relax, and then Asumi had told us he's probably gonna like the next day he woke up and said he probably won't be moving for a while.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Alright, then yeah, so as Dimple said, we ended the session there and we moved quickly, and now we're here with the next day, with everybody getting a long rest. Well, wherever we ended, like let me remind everybody that Asumi is mute and I'm hard of hearing, so I read for Asumi. I'm getting old. And also, we had a week break because of technical difficulties, so please do forgive us if we forget anything from last session. But yes, so we continue off. You guys wake up from the inn, for those of you who were there. And the only ones that were there now would be Valora, who we'll say is on the sideline with those that are left, which is Dimple and Core. The both of you wake up and you come to notice that Holga isn't anywhere to be seen.
Alright, so what are the odds that after that fight a lot of people are too burnt out to try and take on the Inquisitor?
What fight?
Alright, well, so no Holga. So it's just you, me, Sumi's down. I think Valora is still resting. So, I guess while we're waiting, do you want to do some prep work for fighting the Inquisitor?
That sounds good to me. Us, the great twosome.
Yeah. All right. Let me see who else is up. And Thimble's gonna head on to the hospital to see if anyone else is ready and willing to do stuff.
All right, Core, do you follow?
Yep.
All right. So as you guys are heading out of the inn and start making your way to the hospital, a dark-skinned individual with a geez, I really don't know how to call those hats anymore, but a really fancy, like, cowboy hat, I guess is a better way to say it, which is usually just really darkish charcoal gray with some highlight under it, which under it being red, wearing a golden exterior of sunglasses of Avador? What are those sunglasses called?
Aviators?
Aviators, there you go. I was about to say, yes, thank you, aviators. And you could tell that he seems to be somewhat of a casually fashionable gentleman who stops midway on his walk and turns around and goes, "Now, ladies and gentlemen, I bless your ears if you're able to withstand this, but I was asked to do this type of voice for him, and I have to unlock my southern Florida accent for a moment, so give me a moment." "Well, now, hold on there, partners," he says as he starts turning towards Dimple and Core. "I reckon the both of you have something on that fellow's back that you might be aware of."
Asumi, we were just looking for you.
Huh? That's not Asumi, Core. Also, why the fuck did your voice change?
You sure about that?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Asumi does not wear sunglasses and a hat.
Since when?
Entire time I've known him.
If you say so. Then who are you?
He's typing. He's typing while laughing. My name is Grim Hay, and I'm just a wandering sorcerer, if you will. I couldn't help but notice you have something on your back there, good sir. Is your, he looks at Thimble and gestures over to him. Friend aware of it?
If he is, he hasn't done anything to change it. I've seen it a couple times, but yeah, we have no idea what the fuck it is. Also, can I inside check him calling himself a sorcerer?
Go ahead.
21.
Alright, you rolled 21. So, Grim, sorry, I'm trying to get used to the name change there. Grim, do you want to, make it obvious that you're lying, or do you want to keep it a secret somewhat? You want to try to lie? Okay, go ahead and roll for deception.
Damn. Wait, no, hold on, wait.
Alright, so you still win, right? Just 21, you said?
Yeah.
Alright. Thimble, you sense that he's not telling the truth that he's a sorcerer. You can get the idea that he's most likely a spellcaster, because something about him gives off magic. But you don't believe that he is what he claims he is, just by something about him.
Well, Mr. Grimm, yeah, he's got a thing on his back. Is that of interest to you?
He's typing. Not particularly, just assumed you were unaware of the creature. When you say sometimes, you mean you can barely see it because it looks invisible to you?
Yeah, basically.
As he answered that, Thimble, as he answered that, Grim, you hear a voice in your head telling you, let's keep this a secret for now. We don't want to cause concerns. And he's typing. I see. Well, ain't but a thing. He says as he turns around, but then stops midway and looks over to you, Thimble, pointing. I recognize you. Where have I seen you before?
Dunno. Asking the wrong person.
He snaps his fingers and goes, that's right, you're the heroes of Falador, the one that saved it from those demon cult, correct?
Maybe we are, maybe we're not. What's it to you, sir?
He had this prepared. Well, I am a hired gun, if you will. Hold up, hired gun and RuneScape. Really? Thank you. I am an hired swordsman and sorcerer. I believe that we may have a mutual enemy right now. What's the word? Inquisitor? Was it? Some Zaradominist big shot?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay, he's typing. Well, there you have it. You have an enemy that my employer wants to get rid of. If you don't mind, I would like to partner with you, if that fancy your boots.
Well, I'm definitely not one to turn down help, but I guess I'm curious. What's your employer's interest in the Inquisitor?
Right, he's typing. It's nothing too serious. It's more along the lines that he believes that the Inquisitor would be very bad for his business goal. Expand, make currencies, you know, the stuff of that. Fat bellies businessmen, if you will.
I see. Well, as long as that's it, I don't see any reason not to have you help us. What do you think, Core?
Well, assume he's been helping us from the start, I think, so I don't see any problem with him stopping.
You know, I don't know why I asked. All right, Graham, come along. We're gonna go see who else is up and at 'em so we can try and acquire something.
He had typed while you were talking, and he goes, "Is your friend always so confused?" As he starts following you.
Yes. Yes, he is.
He's typing. He goes, "So, what's the plan with the Inquisitor? I assume you and your comrades have something planned."
Well, I've been thinking, and after doing a little reading on a particular spell, if we can successfully banish him back to Terragard, he'll be stuck there. We've more or less found a way to lock the gate for that location. So if we can get him sent back there, we should be done. It's just a matter of surviving the fight long enough to do that. So I'm thinking we get something to help with making that banishment idea easier.
Oh, somebody redeemed the hydrate thyself. And by the way, he's typing. He goes, banishment spell. I believe I do have one of those myself. Yes, I actually do. I have the ability to banish individuals as well. Is this Inquisitor fellow powerful enough to counter spells?
Yeah. So that's why we're just going to I'm thinking we just spam the spell. Because you can't counter all of them.
Surely not.
He responds with, well, then we're gonna have to find a way to make sure he can't counter the banishment spell. Probably try to hit him with multiple. I assume he looks over the core. How much of a decent spellcaster is this one?
He's okay. That's why I'm thinking of trying to find something that could help amplify it.
I was a combat instructor. I know all 3 forms of the combat triangle.
Grim goes, combat what?
Triangle. Do you not know what a triangle is?
He's typing. I know what a triangle is. I know of the shape. I mean, what? Wow, this is exhausting. I'm asking, what is a combat triangle? Since you claimed it as a thing.
You know, melee is strong against range, range is strong against magic, magic is strong against warriors. I mean, you know.
Yeah, I don't know what he's talking about either. He just talks about the most random shit. He thinks I'm a child.
It goes the other way too. Obviously, magic's weak against rangers, and rangers aren't good against warriors, and warriors aren't good against mages. But then you throw in necromancy. Forget about it. That's not a triangle anymore.
Why isn't necromancy just magic?
I don't know. Ask God.
Which one?
The dog?
Icflarin?
Sure.
By the gods, Grim says. How have you not gone insane yet?
I don't fucking know at this point.
Oh, and he adds, and why were you left alone with him?
That's a better question, and I sadly don't know the answer. Probably because most of the crew is, like, in the hospital, right?
Alright. So as the guys are getting closer to the hospital, Rudovic, you asked for this, which is why you're here. I am going to request for you to do a stealth check. And depending on what you roll, it might be versus everybody's or several of our players' passive. If not, they have to roll themselves.
$18.
My passive's 21.
Alright, assuming, sorry, not assuming, Grim says he's just focused on something else, that he's gonna fail the thing automatically, alright? Thimble, Cord, do you want to roll also, I guess, to see if you manage to see him?
Sure. What am I rolling?
Perception.
$13.
Alright. Thimble, you're the only one who see it. In the corner of your eyes, you see Rudovic attempting to leave the hospital stealthily. Rudovic, how, please let us know how you try to sneak out of the hospital.
Are there windows?
There you go. You see him trying to like climb out the window.
Not climb, just, jump
I spec
down
just
and
eyes.
jump down and make no sound as he lands.
There's only one floor, Rudy. Anyway, yeah, so Thimble's gonna go, alright, be right back, guys, and then he's gonna sneak off to meet Rudy outside the hospital when he lands.
Oh, Thimble.
You know, you could have just said goodbye if you needed to go.
That's why I have put a letter on the nightstand right next to my bed.
You know it's really rude to break up with someone and just leave a letter, right? Bit of a dick move, as they say.
I don't know you felt that way.
Well,
He
I
kind
don't.
of
I'm just
chuckled.
teasing you.
I am too. Anyways, I figured out that you guys are strong enough. We have almost defeated Zack. And the Inquisitor compared to Zack, I don't think it's gonna be... Well, I don't think he's gonna be stronger than Zack. And also I am more of a petty crime fighter than world-ending threat fighter, you know, so... Not really my cup of tea.
Well, all right. That makes sense. So, I guess this is goodbye. Good luck, dude. It's gonna be a bit lonely without you. And then Thimmel's gonna pat Rudy's knee because I think that's as high as he can actually reach.
Rudovik, you know, kneels down and gives Thimble some things.
Oh, like what?
Mainly an obsidian ring, D'Artagnan, and an amulet of glory. Take this. I won't need that much firepower when dealing with some low-level street thugs.
So you said the ring, glory, and the D'Artagnan.
Yes, obsidian ring, amulet of glory, and D'Artagnan.
As Thimble takes these, he just kind of looks and goes like, "Well, thanks. It is gonna suck not to have you around, you crazy giant bastard."
Well, maybe you will eventually find me when you hear of a noble hero who defeated a criminal gang.
Yeah, I suppose I will. Good luck, Rudy. Hopefully, you don't see a big obituary saying, "Here lies Thimble. He died to the frickin' lightning blast." And then, you'll probably know when the Inquisitor takes over.
Yeah, that's probably gonna suck. But I believe in you guys. You guys can manage it.
Take care, Rudy. And then Thimble's gonna head on to the hospital to rejoin the other.
Rudovik sneaks away.
So yeah, when Thimble rejoins, he goes, "All right, so Rudy has decided he is gonna stick to vigilante justice for the time being. So let's see if Luke's around."
He's right here. I point to Grim.
Oh my fucking god! I'm going to.
Grim just looks very confused.
Welcome to my life, Grim. This is what you're getting involved in.
So you guys enter the hospital and going to the clerk. The clerk letting you know that you're free to enter the room. As you walk in, you see only Asumi is there, awake, as he looks over and goes, "Hey, I'm guessing Rudovik and Luke left. Did you guys see them?"
Well, I saw Rudy, but I guess Luke must have left like a lot earlier. So
I see. And who's this? He gestures over to Grim.
This is Grim. He apparently has some interest in stopping the Inquisitor via the commands of his employer. So, I think at this point, since we're down to 3 people, since I think Olga also has left, we probably need all the help we can get for this.
By the way, just let everybody know I'm the one playing, assuming I was given the okay to do that. So forgive me if I'm not doing a good job. He goes, he listens and he goes, everybody keeps leaving. Which is understandable, to be honest. We were originally meant to just fight against a cult and protect Falador, and Asgarnia. Now we're fighting against a out-of-world invasion. I mean, do you still want to do this? Cause, like, we could just let somebody else do it, I guess.
If not us, then who? Like, most of the bigwigs are retired, and frankly, we're the ones with the most experience with this asshole. And frankly, I just want to get rid of him as a matter of principle. Frankly, fuck this guy. I hate his ass so much. I'm gonna just get rid of him, not just to save the world, but mostly to give him the finger.
And that's the spirit. Hopefully I get better soon enough to join you. So Mr. Grimm, was it? What's your story? Your employer just hired you to get rid of him? Yes, he's typing. Indeed, right on. Sorry, right you are there. My employer wishes to get rid of this individual that keeps messing up their plan, or at least will if they end up succeeding with their little invasion. I see. Well, that makes sense. Hopefully you can make sure my cousin here doesn't end up getting into too much trouble. And he looks at Kor, who, what are you doing right now, Kor?
Staring at a wall, looking at one of those fake doors I always see.
Then Asumi goes, hopefully making sure this one doesn't end up breaking anything.
Doubtful, but
Grim goes, well then, I can only promise to keep your cousin here and safe as a cow and its cattle. As for this one, I think he's a few loose screws and I say maybe we leave him in a ditch. Alive, obviously. Asumi goes,
What's he talking about?
no, just, I mean, as much as it is tempting, let's keep this calm enough. So what's the plan now? What are you guys planning on doing? I'm still hospital bed.
basically we're gonna try to find something that can help us spam the banish spell, so that way the Inquisitor gets banished to Terragard and just stays there because we lock the way out. Because I mean, we probably can't kill him given the fact that all of our attacks have not been doing anything, and we haven't figured out a way to actually depower him.
Sorry, I was reading something. Asumi goes, I could have sworn somebody went and bought a whole bunch of scrolls to for that purpose. But on the depowering part, I think I recall on Klimdu saying that she was going to meet with someone, that Terra Guardian individual that we spoke with in the castle before I had to depart from the White Knight because I couldn't adventure anymore.
So we probably want to check with him to see if he has something or knows where we can find something then.
That sounds like a plan then. In the meantime, I have to see if I can get some nurses to send a letter to Uncle Mostema and see if he can help me prepare some ritual to redo this whole keeping grandfather out of my head.
Well, good luck with that. Hopefully, when you next see me, we've banished the Inquisitor back to Terra Guard. So, yep.
Anything else anybody wants to do or say before?
I think maybe we should get stronger. Have we tried that yet? I heard there's a fight kiln we can try.
Oh my fucking god, I'm going to. Alright, let's
I
just
hold
go to
out
the
my
castle.
sword, or my adamant mace, and I say, see, like, this isn't even strong enough to kill him, I assume.
Alright, Core, quick question. Do you want this thing? And then the Thimble pulls out the fucking two-hand sword we got from Zook.
Whoa, where'd you get that bad boy from?
We just came back from the fight kiln, Core.
I think I'd notice if we got anything cool from the fight kiln. He adjusts his obsidian plate that he's wearing.
Yeah, if you weren't blind.
But yeah, I'll take that thing. If you're not gonna use it.
Nope, I'm not. So here, and congratulations, you now have the Ekzickle. Excuse me.
Grim says he wants to go and grab the letter from Rudovic and just like gently hands it over to Thimble. And he also adds, hold on now, you folks went to the fight kiln? How is it like nowadays?
Deadly.
He asks, because of Zook?
Yeah, man is deciding that if you don't make him happy, you will just die.
It's a tragedy, really. He's killed a lot of our good men.
He does that Tony Stark sigh annoying scene from, I believe, Civil War. And he enters. Wait, how many of you were there originally?
No one died at the fight kiln.
9 of us.
Most of us just kind of are leaving. So, like, 3 of them are left. 1 is sleeping. He's in bed. But we also had another person leave beforehand. Long story short, we've had a rotating cast coming through.
Yeah, I think Silas died at the fight kiln.
No? How do you even know who that is? You weren't even with us.
What? Who
Grim-
is what?
Grim interrupts for a moment, like putting his hand up to Thimble, and goes, Core, was it? Question. Did you
No,
perhaps
it's not Core.
have a familiar with you that you summoned during the fight kiln?
I mean, I can summon familiars. I don't think I've ever used the ability with this group yet.
Grim then goes, I don't know why I asked. I tried being hopeful.
Yeah, that's kind of lost on him.
Grim turns to you, Temple, and goes, well, you know where to go. Lead the way, partner.
Alright. See ya, Sumi. And then Thimble's gonna start heading towards the castle.
Yep. All right. Goodbye, Asumi. Come on, Asumi. Let's go. He points to Grim and then follows.
As the guys are heading towards the castle, anything you would like to talk about, plan, or discuss during your little walking distance, I guess?
So, does anyone want this ring? I mean, if no one wants it, he holds up the obsidian ring. I'm probably gonna use it.
Are you proposing to me?
No.
See, it's fine. I don't want it.
Grim?
He's asking out of character, what ring was it?
The obsidian ring.
Give him a minute, he's searching.
Yeah, it's like +3 armor, resistance to fire and cold damage, and you deal 46 fire damage to a creature within 5 feet of you. And advantage on saving throws against magical attacks you can see. And advantage against any fire elemental creatures that you attack. Fucking loaded ass ring.
Right.
Indeed. Yeah, he'll take it. He goes. He looks over the core in a jokeful, teasing tone and goes, "You see, core, treat him right enough, and he'll definitely propose to you." And he looks at you, Thimble, and goes, "Next time I want the full set: fireworks, flour, and a box of chocolate."
You're hilarious. So do you want the
I
ring or
didn't,
not?
I didn't know Falador allowed cousin marriages.
First of all, we live in a monarchy. Of course, cousin marriages are legal. But secondly, this isn't a cousin marriage. This is not Asumi. God damn it! Also, Asumi and I aren't even like biologically related.
You're pincing hairs here.
What does that even fucking mean? So anyway, Grim,
Yes,
ring.
yeah.
You want?
He has his hand open, just trying not to laugh at this entire conversation.
Slapping that ring in there.
All right, there you go. He puts the ring on, just examining it, and he just continues to follow you guys. Oh wait, he did have a question somewhere. He's typing. All right, he goes, well, with I guess there only being 4 of us, our chances might be a little slimmer in surviving the Inquisitor if he is indeed as powerful as I heard him being. But considering that you folks were the one that have the up close and personal experience, do you mind lending me a few minutes of your brain? Yeah. Tell me, what's he like?
Let's see, an arrogant prick. He likes to shoot a lot of lightning that deals a massive amount of damage. He has the ability to brainwash people. He can use counterspell. He seems to be very resistant to most magic, and overall is just a huge racist prick.
I think he's allergic to shellfish as well, but we haven't tested that theory yet.
He's typing. I see. Is that why you folks went to the fight kiln? To try to see if you could get stronger and maybe fancier gears?
Yeah, but no such luck, he says, holding his giant sword and armor.
Yeah. So, oh yeah, we also have that orb thing. Zook said to activate it when we're all here. So I guess we'll wait for Valora to be back to use it.
That name, Valora, who's that?
Just a friend. She's a part of our group. She's a sentient ink being. Sorry, I choked on my words there. She likes to use swords, creates like illusions and stuff. She's cool.
He nods, going, I see. Well then, that's quite of a handful of a party you have. Well, with what's left of it anyway.
I feel like if I would have said that, you wouldn't have believed me.
Yeah, I wonder why that is.
I don't know. Everyone has a hard time believing me anymore. Back when I was a combat instructor, my work was law.
He responds,
Yeah.
Grim responds with, maybe it's because of that creature behind your back. It seems to really hate that I'm staring at it.
I turn around, like, fully. I don't see nothing.
He responds with, oh wait, sorry, he you entered it too early. I got it. Okay. He goes, fascinating. He can't see it. You guys are now making your way to the castle, closer to the castle bridge. You're starting to walk over it, and you make it to the other side. Thimple's still leading, knowing the castle's layout on the back, like it was the back of his head. You reach the very top where you find your aunt there, talking with Eugene and that former Terra Guardian individual, whose name I completely forgot, which I will call Alusky.
Hey there. We wanted to pick your brain about something. You got a moment?
He looks over toward you're talking to Alusky, right?
Yeah.
He goes, "Ah, my friends. Sure. How can I help you? In fact, we were just about to call upon you if you were still alive up there. That fight Colm I heard about."
Sorry, say that again?
Sorry. He said that he was him, Klimdu, and Eugene were about to have someone look for you, and they were hoping you
Okay.
survived the fight kill.
Yep, we survived. Just barely. Sumi's in the hospital. And also we found this guy. Thimble points to Grim.
Grim is typing to introduce himself, most likely. He goes on ahead and he takes his hat off and does like he puts it on his chest and gives a slight bow and he goes, "It's a pleasure to meet you all. My name is Grim A. You can just call me Grim. I have an employer that wants me to get rid of this Inquisitor fellow, so I'm here to help." Ah, well, I suppose the more the merrier. So who wants to pick my brain? Somebody wanted to ask me questions?
Yeah, so we're trying to think of a way to have a lot of banish spells on hand to try and just flood the Inquisitor with them, so we can just get him sent back to Terragard and keep him there, since we locked the way out.
Well, that is an idea. I was actually working with Eugene Levens over here, as Eugene is just waving at you guys as Alaski goes. We were working on some device where once you shoot it, you can weaken the Inquisitor's connection to whatever power source he's currently using. But that sounds like another good idea. It could prevent a lot of issues, especially any usage of the device. Eugene walks up and goes, "Anybody who speaks French, forgive my horrible accent, but give me one moment."
I speak French.
Dimple, my friend, how are you? Is everything well with you? How's the Sumi? Is he doing okay? Did he lose any limbs?
He's fine. He just needs a lot of rest and whatnot.
Oy, mercy. I'm glad. When I heard about the whole you heading to the fight kiln, I got worried. I heard stories about it, especially after the return of Zook. But that's good. That's great. You guys survived. It means you folks are indeed in great condition to continue your adventure against the Inquisitor. Weren't there supposed to be more of you?
Sad story, really.
Tempo, you there?
Sorry, what?
Eugene asked, wasn't there supposed to be more of you?
Yeah, a few of them left. I think they felt a bit either out of their depth or just the near-death experience was enough that they think, all right, time to get out while we're still alive. So regardless, we're down to 4.
How disappointing. I would not speak ill of them. Obviously, everybody has their own little situations and beliefs and ideal opinions and point of view. But, yes, as my good friend Alusky here has said, we've been working on the device to try to weaken his connection with the new power source he supposedly has been getting to maintain his Inquisitor status. It's something that removes that little protection that he has. According to Alusky, apparently the magic of the armor that he has is able to protect them from almost any incoming attacks. Not enough, but enough to be able to reduce any damage being given.
That
Have you
explains a
noticed
lot.
that? So you have noticed it, yes. Which explains his powers and everything from what I've been told. Now, we could probably avoid making that. And I could make a device that could shoot. Oh, shoot is a different word. That could cast the banishment spell. But it's going to be a bit tricky. Because depending on how many banishment spells you want, that's where it would go. And considering that you can only counterspell as quick as you could, we might have to plan how we do this carefully, no?
Yeah, I think we gotta plan this out. I mean, if so, you could create something that can cast the spell 3 times at once. That'd be great.
Klimdu speaks up and goes, "Well, perhaps we can go on ahead and... Don't you guys have a scroll, perhaps?"
We never got the scroll for banishment. I was thinking of getting something that would at least be a stronger version of the spell.
That's fair. Well, we can work separately then. Do any of you know the banishment spell?
Yeah, I think he does. And I point to Grim.
Oh, a spellcaster with the great practice and experience in magic. Good. If you know the banishment spell, then this could help. We have 3 attempts done. Yours, Eugene, if he's still willing to make the device, and mine. I can imbue a scroll with the banishment spell to at least work at least 5 times. So it's going to have to be used very carefully.
Wait, why do we need a scroll? I know how to do that.
All right, so we have 2 people who can do that. I guess I'm the main person who needs the scroll. Maybe Valora too.
Kalindu looks very slowly at Core with the most doubtful look on her face. And she goes, Do you really know banishment?
Yeah.
Use it on me.
You want me to cast banishment on you?
Yes, I would like you to use banishment on me. If you really do have it, I'll just be transported to my home and then back here after a while.
Okay. Core will cast banishment.
And Klimtu's gone. Eugene just looks shocked and he goes, I don't understand. Why did she doubt that he could cast banishment?
I motion to Core and say, do you really want to twist anything out of this guy's mouth?
I've never lied once.
I'm not saying you lied. I'm saying your grasp of reality has been slipping away slowly but surely over the past the past few days I've known you. I don't think you know where you even are right now.
Of course we do. We're in Camelot.
I then look at Eugene and go like, see?
Eugene just looks so confused as he's blinking, as Grim decides to play along, goes, Core, no. We're on the moon.
Olga, do you think I'm that dumb? I say to Grim.
I'm sorry. What was that, Core? I was laughing too hard that I couldn't hear you.
She says, Olga, do you think I'm really that dumb? To Grim.
Grim had entered. That depends. Do you believe we're on the moon?
No, I said we're in Camelot, remember? It's okay if you have trouble remembering things.
He goes, right. Why don't you look out the window? And he casts Hold on, he wants to make sure he has the spell right. Yeah, no, that's... Okay. He casts a portal spell that on the window that opens up to the moon.
You take the moon, and you take the moon,
And you take the moon. So yeah, Core, if you do look out, you do see out, like at the window, you do see you're on the moon.
Oh, well, would you look at that? I never even considered being on the moon. Isn't that weird, Thimble?
Thimble's just looking at Grim and going like, all right, Should we like bring him back, or like how long are we gonna keep him there?
I need water. I'm dying. Grim goes, I mean, we could always push him out of the window. That sounds like a decent plan.
But he also has the obsidian armor and the big sword. We kind of need him.
And he enters, and he does know the banishment. So, as much as we would probably hate to admit it, we do need him.
Yep. So bring him back.
He opens the portal back for Core to be able to step back in, and he goes, "See, we were on the moon this whole time."
That is crazy. I never thought that. I thought we were in Camelot this whole time.
Eugene is just so like sighing for a moment and just wondering what did he get himself into and why couldn't he just stay retired before he goes, okay, so I will work on the device that can conjure up the counter spell. Alusky, I suppose with your instruction, I could also use the device to weaken the Inquisitor's armor's power source. So like that, it could be easier for my comrades to hit him and do some damage to avoid just relying on the banishment spell. Which Alasky agrees and starts following Eugene to a separate room. And after a while, Klimdu finally just pops back in and she goes, okay, I was not expecting that. Your friend indeed does
Forecast banishment again.
I'm sorry, what?
Forecast banishment.
She fucking counterspells that at the highest level. And she goes, don't you there.
What? You asked me to use the banishment, did you not?
That was 5 minutes ago!
I don't think so.
She goes, Dimple,
Mm-hmm.
after this, please promise me you're gonna leave him in the woods.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, so, seeing Eugene working with Alasky, I'm guessing a plan is in motion?
Yep. We're gonna get so you'll help us get the spell scrolls, and they're gonna work on something to power down the Inquisitor.
Huh. Okay then, that'll be very easy then. I will go on ahead and make the scrolls, so like that you can have it. And you said for that ink individual, Valora, right?
Yep.
Alright, I'll make that. And in the meantime, you guys do something else for now, because I will need to grab some materials to be able to create this. To be able to create the scroll.
All right.
And with that, she goes and she walks away to get the supplies to create the scroll. During that, Grim says he keeps looking at the creature behind Core's Grim keeps looking at the creature behind Core's back. The creature is staring back at you, Grim, and it doesn't seem too happy about it. And in the back of your head, Grim, you hear, "You should stop staring at it. We do not need to grab attention to ourselves just yet. Besides, we know it's there. We just need to learn what that is. Does it give him power? Or does it drive him insane?" Telepathically, Grim agrees and just looks over to Dimple and goes, "So what's next, partner?"
Well, I guess while we're waiting for that stuff, I don't know. I guess we should probably be looking into anything else to help us out with this. Like, so we're waiting on some spell scrolls to cast banishment. We're waiting on something to help weaken the Inquisitor. So I guess, I don't know. Like, we.
He
Yeah.
asks, "Do we have any unfinished business or story that we need to attend to? Stories that we need to focus on?"
Oh,
Yeah, we gotta
that's right.
find my. We gotta find my students. Remember, that's why you said I could join your group. You said we're gonna go hunt my students.
Oh, yeah. That's right. So where'd you say you lost them?
Well, last I saw them, they were all running in opposite directions from the cavern area that we saw, or that we discovered back near Lumbridge.
Said near
Well,
Lumbridge.
yeah, well, they all went in different directions. One went north, one went east,
Yeah,
one
yeah,
went
yeah. But
west.
the point is, this place was in Lumbridge.
Yeah,
Grim goes, "Then perhaps we can go to Lumbridge and see what we can find out. How long ago was this?"
Core counts on his fingers. Maybe a month.
Uh, Grim actually asked a good question. He looks at you, Core, and he wants to roll an investigation on you to see if it truly has been a month, like if you've been eating properly or anything. So first, let's do that investigation roll. Oh, that is horrible. That was a 2. You rolled a 2.
Well,
So I guess that was a natural one. So I guess you don't find anything out of the ordinary for Core. He looks. How do you look like to someone who doesn't seem to spot anything that could tell them if it's been more than a month? How do you look?
his skin is a very sickly color. Like he's been suffering from some sort of ailment for a good while now.
All right, he's typing. Well, it could have been a month or it could have been more. Considering his condition, I can't really say if his words are accurate. But I see nothing that points it to being any longer. So I guess we'll head to Lumbridge and see what we can find there.
Yep.
Thank you guys very much.
Anything else you would like to do before we leave? If not, I guess whoever has. Oh, that's right, you have Portal. My bad. Alright, so Grim basically opens up a portal to Lumbridge, and he steps in.
Alright, Thimble steps in as well. Alright, by the way, how the hell do you have such functioning portal?
He goes, "Oh, it's virtually much harder than you think. It required some great concentration, and it takes a lot of my runes. So much that after this, I'm gonna have to go and buy some runes. Does Lumbridge even have a rune shop?"
I mean, that's a good question. I don't think it does, but...
Perhaps the Combat Academy wizard can sell you some.
I don't think we have that. But I think if we go to Al-Kharid, I think there is a guy there who does sell runes.
He's typing. Well, then I suppose we can go to Elkrid afterwards. Do a good walk to at least get some exercise. He says as he's tapping core on armor chest on the gut area.
Yeah, I think one of my students went that way.
He also enters. So, core. Remind me, where was it that you lost your comrades, students again? Was it in the swamp?
No, it was more near the farm area. A strange little crevice opened up that hadn't been there before. And the Combat Academy thought this was the perfect time to test me to see if I should become a combat instructor.
I thought you were already a combat instructor.
Well, I mean, this was my last test for it, so I was like technically a combat instructor.
Uh-huh. Alright. So
I was
which
supposed to show
farm?
off how well. It's the one with all the cows. Closer to Al-Kharid,
Okay, so
but
probably
further closer to Varrock.
yeah. So I think
In
I
that
know the
general
one.
area.
Yeah. So I think probably then the farm to the north. Well, we'll pass by both of them. So let's check out the Groats farm and then the cabbage farm.
Sounds good. Maybe we should stop by the combat instructors, see if they know anything before we leave town.
Grim puts his arm out on your shoulder, Core, and like that meme where there's two guys with the like smiling at this guy while they have their arm on your shoulder, and he goes, "I got some bad news, Chief.
What?
The Combat Academy closed down years ago."
What? No way. They just gave me the mission to do that. I mean, I know we were looking at possibly closing down, but they were going to fight that.
They apparently lost that fight.
Wonder why. Wait, do you think it's my fault for losing 3 students?
I don't think that'd probably be the only reason, but it probably didn't help.
Dang. That's not good news. I wonder where all the combat instructors went then.
Grim goes, "I'm sure each and one of them have moved on to doing something else. After all, like, I'm sure their experience as a combat instructor, just as yourself, might have gotten them a job in a local guild, like the Warrior Guild. I'm sure they are happy enough to gather some instructors to teach people better combat."
Yeah, I hope so. Alright, let's head to the farm then.
Alright.
So with that, sorry, just apparently something beeped in the background of my computer, and I had to find out what the hell that was. But anyway, I just realized, no wonder, because I don't have Lumbridge on the background screen. But you guys are walking towards the location now. Feel free to talk amongst yourselves, or Core, go ahead and start talking nonsense, just so I can get the Lumbridge photo.
Well, we're looking for 3 students. I guess I should tell you a little bit about them. Alistair was a promising warrior. Rowena was a ranger, and Aelita was a mage. They were pretty good. They weren't the top students at the time, but they were coming towards the end of their studies. So I was supposed to, take them out here, evaluate them in this new crevice that appeared.
Core, do me a
Things
favor,
didn't
roll
go
for
well.
wisdom. Wisdom saving throw, please.
Okay, 1 second.
$17.
Okay. You... give me one moment. Okay, for some reason, my image isn't loading in the background, so I gotta check this out. Give me one quick minute, I'm so sorry. What's going on?
I stole your spleen.
Okay, there we go, found it. Alright, so, Core, as you're talking and explaining to them who your students are, remembering each one of them, your mind, you feel like your brain was trying to change the subject real quick. So I need you to act this out for me. I want you to continue, I want you to go and talk about your students a bit more, like either their appearance or what you admire about them. Pause as you are about to change the subject, then go back to talking about your students.
Okay. Alistair, he was kind of he liked those great axes, the 2-handed lime juice. And Aelita, she was a staff main mostly. She didn't really like wands.
What's a main?
A main, they mained it. That was their weapon of choice. He always dyed his hair green. I mean, he always used great axes. He preferred them over great swords. Something about being able to use both ends.
Okay.
Grim, you notice as Core is talking, the creature on his back. You see... how do I explain what the hell this thing looks... okay. You see that it puts its feet on his head. Both feet on his head. Like he's trying to hold on to his head with his hands. And it's trying to do something, but you see it's not affecting Core at this moment. What do you do with that piece of information, my friend? Grim goes, hey, on like telepathically he goes, hey partner, can you open up a link between me and the gnome? I feel like you should probably know what's going on. I need you to roll for persuasion for me. 13. Eesh. He goes, "No, I'm not going to do that. Your mind is mine alone. You wish to use a telepathic spell, use it yourself. There's no reason for me to intervene right now." He's typing. Well, aren't you a pile of manure? Pile of manure. Very well. He walks closer to Thimble, and in a hushed voice, loud enough for you, Thimble. He goes, I know you can't see this that well, but that creature on his back, I think it's trying to mess with his memories, like it was trying to stop him from talking about his students."
Why would you think it's doing that for?
He's typing. He goes, "Perhaps we should keep a close eye on him. I don't think he's a danger, but that creature behind his back could definitely cause some issues. I have a strong feeling that his students didn't run away."
You think they're dead?
He's typing. He goes, "Not only dead, but I think he's the one that killed them, unaware of it. The creature must have made him forget."
Hmm. Interesting. So I guess it's the question: how the fuck do we get rid of that thing?
Grim is typing. Meanwhile, I gotta check to see if my audio is working, because I know I have the music on, but... it froze for some reason.
Yes, I pressed the pause button.
No, like, it just completely froze. It's not moving at all. There we go, fixed it. That was weird. No idea what happened. Like, I mean, like, I have like a separate app for the music that I'm using, and for some reason the music wasn't moving. It wasn't paused or anything. It wasn't processing. Like, it just decided I'm gonna freeze right here. But anyway, Grim goes, "Well, for now I want to see how this works out. To see how far the creature will alter or be able to alter his memory to avoid him from either figuring it out or leading us to the right location."
Hmm. So should we get him to keep talking about the students?
Oh, sorry, I thought my audio, I thought I hit the right button to speak, but he said yes. She said yes.
Anyway, the ranger guy. What was he really into? Crossbows, bows, throwing knives.
Oh, Rowena? She was into throwing axes mostly.
Oh, interesting.
This whole party had a real thing for axes, it seemed like. She used to tie her hair in a bun. And then she
She what?
she wanted dragonhide armor. She wanted really good dragonhide armor, but she couldn't afford it yet.
Well, I mean, if we find her, I have some green dragon hide that she can probably wear.
Yeah, she'd love that.
All right, so we got a warrior that's into great axes because he likes to use both ends. A mage who prefers staves over wands, and a ranger who likes to tie her hair in a bun and likes throwing axes and dragonhide. That's pretty nice.
Yeah, they were all very nice. They were my first students, and I couldn't be luckier. So I want to make sure I can get them back, even if the Combat Academy's closed.
Yeah. So, do you remember where that rift was, like specifically? So you said like the farm is like towards the Varrock, but like on this side of the river.
No, it was on the other side of the river, closer to the cows.
Oh. So not on the
Going
Alcarid
north.
side.
No, on the Alcarid side, sorry.
Okay, on the Alcarid side, to the north, on the way to Varrock, where there are cows.
Yep. It was a little further than the cows.
Okay, so I think if we just keep going north, we'll find.
Cora, I need you to do another wisdom saving throw.
Okay. 17 again.
Damn. Okay. Like Grim, once again, you see the creature like a bit panicky, with his hands still there, trying to force something into Core. But you could tell that it's failing. Perhaps having Core talk about his students is what's causing it to fail. Core, you do have a slight headache. And for the first time in a long time, you notice you're thinking a bit clearly now.
Man, talking about my students is really giving me a little bit of headache. You ever get that?
I mean, sometimes, but like, headaches come and go. I think the main thing is you're probably just remembering a lot of things and, unpacking stuff. I think the more you try to remember, the better it is. I think you'll eventually work out over the headache.
Yeah.
The Grim gives you a thumbs up thimble, like a sign that it's working.
It's always good to remember those you care about.
Yeah.
Grim goes, indeed. Why don't you talk to me? Why don't you tell us? Sorry, I read that wrong. That's my fault. Why don't you tell us your fondest memories with your students? Something so memorable that you like to keep close to you and always recount it to other people.
That's a
Now, before you do,
one.
Core, I just need one more wisdom saving throw.
Alrighty. A 9.
There we go. Okay. As that night comes in, you start thinking back to one of the fondest memories of your student. You completely forgot the question, and your mind went back to. You think you're on the moon again.
I heard there's fairies up here. Do you know that on the moon? I don't know where I heard that, but like if we see any fairies, I kind of want to talk to them. We might be able to recruit one for our team.
Kind of doubt that, but you were trying to tell us about one of your happiest memories of your students.
Was I?
Yeah. You know.
Oh, which one?
Alistair. Let's see. Was it Rowena, Alistair, or what was the wizard's name?
Eileen.
Aelita. Hmm. Grim, do you remember?
Grim goes, I don't remember. I believe she was the one that likes to use magic a lot, and you were also recounting about the one with the ranger, the one that likes to use a different type of range weapon. As Grim then looks at you at the side of the glasses, and he looks at you and he leans over and he goes, "Yeah, that thing is pissed off that it's looking at us now."
Fantastic. Should we hold off for the time being, or should we keep going?
I think we should try to do something now, because if he forces Core to attack us, it might be a little bit harder to try to stab it.
Look, Court, I know we don't get along, but
We don't?
well, yeah, you haven't noticed that I get very frustrated with you at various points?
Oh, everyone gets frustrated now and then.
Yeah, so the point is, I think you need to start remembering your students more. Let's focus on Alita. Tell us a bit more about her.
Okay, yeah. She's a mage. She loves staffs. She really hates the the spider hide outfit.
So, Core, as you're trying
Hold
to
us.
recount, hold up real quick, Core, as you're trying to recount the story of one of your students, Grim actually has an amazing question, and Grim, I need you to read or post the entire description of banishment. Okay, I'm reading this now. Give me a moment. If the target is an aberration, celestial, elemental, or fey, or a fiend, the target doesn't return if the spell lasts for 1 minute. The target instead is transported to the random location on a plane. DM choices. I see. Okay. Alright. You could do that, Grim. I just need to. What level are you doing this on? Okay, all right, that works. What roll do I need again? Oh, ooh. Charisma 24. Man, forget that. The thing lost.
Gotta shut the door.
Jesus Christ. You are definitely ready to fight the Inquisitor. Fuck preparation. Anyway.
We need more prep time.
Thimble, you hear Grim utter an incantation. An infernal tongue. pointing his finger on the back of Core, where it hits the creature, and the creature just... You saw it for a moment, just... You hear that, and the creature just vanishes from Core's back. Core, for the first time in forever, you feel a huge weight on your back being lifted. And in a long time, you can finally think clearly. You don't have a full memory of what happened to your students, but you do remember a glimpse of what really happened. Instead of them running the opposite direction, you remember your students fighting each other, but you don't know what happened after that. Go ahead and share your character's reaction to all of this.
Wait. Something's wrong. Something's very wrong. They didn't leave the cave. Why did they leave the cave? They left the cave. Oh. I thought I remembered them leaving the cave, and then before me, and I fought these 3 monsters, but they were still in there. They were confused. I think they were fighting each other. No, that's
Easy, Kurt.
wrong.
Easy. And Thimble goes over and just helps Core down to the ground, just to help him control himself. You were possessed by that. You're possessed by that thing on your back. It's possible that it did something to your students.
No. There were cave, the crevice, the cavern, whatever you call it. It wasn't right. It wasn't a normal cave. There were things in it. Things walking on their hands and feet, but their hands and feet were their legs were over their head, and they were odd colors. Their eyes, they could strike fear into a man. And I told them to run. I remember those things trampling at us. They made an awful screeching sound. But I think they got out. Right?
Well, if they got out, where would they have gone?
I thought I saw them running in each direction, towards some of the major cities, but all I can remember now is us at the entrance, and I'm holding off these weird beasts. One grapples onto me, and I just remember I thought I saw them fighting each other. Then the beast appeared, the 3 beasts that I fought. They appeared right where they stood.
Grim interrupts and goes, "Then why don't you lead the way to the actual location so we could see if they're still there? Perhaps they are still alive in a confused state. Plus, in the possibility that the creature does return, if it returns here, it's going to return on your back. Which I doubt, but better safe than sorry."
Right, let's go. I remember where it is.
You lead the way, Core. And then as we're walking there, Thimble just whispered to him, I don't think we're gonna find them.
It's not Core, by the way. It's Corvin.
Corvin. That makes a bit more sense.
Also, by the way, Core, your microphone sounds. I don't know if it's you doing the voice itself, but it sounds like the microphone is staticky a bit.
Oh, let me unplug and replug.
No problem. Yeah, just I don't know if it was you or your microphone, but I just wanted to make sure. But all right, so Core is leading you on. I'm gonna still nickname you Core for a while because that's stuck in my head now. But Core, short for Corvin, starts leading you guys to where the location originally was. He's rushing over, like speed walking over there, as you guys are pretty much keeping up in a good pace. Several hours passes. A good several hours passes, actually. To where you all end up around late afternoon. I would say maybe like 2, 3. After a good walk, a moment of rest, and then another good walk again. As you finally reach it, it's in the middle of the woods, pretty far from Lumbridge. Incredibly far that it made sense why the creature was toying with Corvin's memory. Because it couldn't change the location perfectly, but it could only change how far it was. As you guys arrive there, you see the ground open, leading to a reddish-looking cave. Grim, with your amazing sight, you could see a lot of divine energy coming out of it, of several different aura colors. Core, you see you're at the cave, but you don't see anybody outside except for this elderly woman who looks at you and goes, "Oh, hello, you're okay. It's been quite some time. Is everything okay?"
I'm afraid I don't remember you, ma'am.
Oh.
I'm here looking for my students.
Oh, um, you. It's fine that you don't remember me. I was the. It's been. Ooh, hold up. I don't think I recall Core, but I don't know if you want to share with yet. You could send me a private message if you want, or tell me here. How long ago was he infected by the thing on his back?
It would have shortly been before the Combat Academy shut down.
God damn, you're making me think about all this now. Okay. I think I got the year right. Okay. She looks over and she goes, "Oh, it's the last time we saw each other was about 15, 16 years ago. You came here with your students and then you left. I warned you about this location, and you thought it was a good training area. But after a while, you were the only one that walked out and ran. You just ran. I thought something happened."
That can't be right. 15 years? No. I was just at the Combat Academy not too long ago before I took the 3 here. I heard it shut down, but is that right, Grim? Dembo, 15 years since it shut down?
Sounds possible. I'm not that old, and I have no memory of this combat academy thing you've been talking about.
The Grim nods and goes, "Yeah, it's been that long, give or take."
I just Can't be. Where have I been for 15 years?
It's entirely possible that thing has had you who knows where without any sense of time or location for those 15 years.
I left the cave to find them, and I'd only thought I'd been traveling for about 2 months before I met you guys. I look at my skin. Oh, what happened to my skin? I look sick.
To be fair, you were pretty sick with a freaking thing lashed onto your back driving you insane.
He takes off his helmet, and you can see his hair is cut weirdly and odd. Like, he attempted to cut it a few different times, but forgot what styles he was going for. So there's patches in his hair. And I've really messed up my hair. 15 years can't be right. Lady, move. I'm going in the cave to find my students.
Core, I don't think it's wrong. I think...
I mean, it has to be wrong. You're going to tell me 15 years just gone like that, like nothing, like I wasn't even alive.
Core.
Grim goes, it's hard to accept the truth sometimes, but there's a possibility that you are the only survivor.
Nonsense. Core would just march into the cave, pushing past the old lady if he has to.
She doesn't stop you, but you could see that she's just, if it helps, you came out with your weapons bloody.
Yeah, I was killing tons of those things, making sure my students could get away.
You were the only one that left. She says, like, a little bit heartbroken, like confirming what you probably fear. She goes, nobody else came out after you or before you.
I'll check myself, thank you. And he would go in.
And Grim goes, Grim follows, and he goes, there's no stopping him. He wants to see it himself. Come on.
Yeah, let's go.
As you get down, let me see if I can recall the first room you enter by looking at the Wikipedia, because I'm not going to try to give myself a headache there. What's the name of that location again?
Tolma's Rift.
Yeah.
I type in Rift, and all of a sudden there are like 20 different Rifts. Wow.
Tolna. Tolna.
Give him a minute. It's taking a while to load. Any minute now. Okay, there we go. Jesus. Let's see. All right, so you start going down through a rope, and the rope eventually takes you to a single room. That, as you look around, you see it shows you 4 passageway to 4 different rooms, with, I believe, 2 of them looking strikingly similar to each other. One of them is a fiery hot red room, and the other one is weird, having misshapes of colors, mixing colors, weird shapes, and everything. It's like a child's playground, but for a very confused child. each room, you all can sense different aspect of things, from fear, anger, confusion, and depression. Where would you like to go first?
Well, given what we know, Thimble's going to tentatively look into the confusion room.
Careful. Those beasts were there in many-fold last time we were here.
Yeah, that's why I'm just looking in. I'm not gonna step into that madhouse.
As you're looking in, you see these creatures just weirdly move around. Like they use their feet to push their upper the normal autonomy of upper body. They use it to push it up and get on a what you could assume on a handstand position, to then lean forward, get on their hands, and then revert back to the same pose that they're in. And they keep moving around. You look and you don't seem to find any clues of his students until you adjust your view just a little bit, and you do see a skeleton. I mean, I'm gonna be real honest with you. There are several skeletons. One of them sticks out as they're wearing the outfit of a combat academy student.
I peek in, and then no, that can't be it. That's looks like our gear. And Core's gonna run into the room.
Marvin, I'm gonna cast.
Wait, I
Hold
think he's
on.
already. I think someone else is also already ahead of you. Hold up. Yeah. Grim is also saying, "Wait, I want to see if I can stop him too." So, what do you want to cast first? While he's looking.
I don't know actually. I don't have hold person, so
He does. Great, he does. Grim Golden gives a quick incantation, again an infernal tongue, to Corvin. Corvin, I need you to roll a Wisdom 25 to beat.
Oh my god. I don't think I can even roll that. No, I can't. I got a 12.
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to roll it, yeah, so that's an automatic fail. As you're running in, you feel the ground below you. You see that the ground below you glows at first as magical tendrils starts wrapping around your feet and arms, your upper body and arms, holding you there, freezing you on the spot. As Grim says that, he starts walking up to you and he goes, "Now, slow down there, partner. Do you want to have one of those creatures stuck on your back again?"
No, but that gear in there, that's Combat Academy issued gear.
Corvin, I think they're gone.
No, it's worse than that, Thimble. I know they're gone. Those monsters at the cave entrance that I thought I was killing to protect them, but I think I killed them. I killed all 3 of them.
Grim looks at Core, tapping him on the shoulder, like in a form of sympathy, and he goes, "I can do you this one favor, but you gotta promise to stay behind with Thimble. I can look for their bodies and get them for you, so we can give them a proper burial."
That would be nice of you, Grim. Thank you.
All right, so he undoes the whole person, and he casts invisibility. Wait, he says wait. He wants to ask me a question now. What is it, my friend? You can do that, but are you sure you want to do that? Okay. Okay then. Core Grim goes on ahead, and he walks forward with giving himself a quick incantation again, where he turns himself into one of those confused creatures. And to add on top of that, he also cast disguise self to make himself look at one of those creatures and uses minor illusion to make it look like he's moving like them. Because Grim is not going to start doing flips and everything. So what is your reactions to seeing this, the both of you?
Gore's just watching with tears in his eyes as he tries to fight back the urge to run into that room himself.
Yep, Thimble's gonna just be keeping Corvin company and more just trying to be ready to hold him down if he need to be.
Alright, so Grim, you seem to be getting in there very easily. The creatures looks at you for a moment, and your very high save. Are they all 24? My God, let's throw you into the Inquisitor. Jesus. Warlocks are bullshit. You're casually walking, but the illusion is looking like it's doing flips and everything, you know. You grab the body and you see all the creatures stare at you for a moment, confused at why you're there. Like, what's going on? Why? Before you start walking out, they continue to look at you, just confused themselves. Like, you managed to confused creatures. Congratulations. Tap yourself on the back. Grim comes back with the body, Corvin, as he undoes the spell, as you are now in the center room again. And he lays the body back down and he goes, "Do you recognize which one this one is?"
Can I tell which of the Combat Academy gear it is? Melee,
Yeah,
Ranger, Magic?
Yeah, like this one is a ranger armor.
It's Rowena. He just takes a deep breath. There are two others. What, did you see them in that room?
Yeah, actually, good question, Grim. What was your passive? He's asking if he saw any other bodies around them. Sorry, hold on. I'm reading what he's saying, and I should have told you. Sorry. Okay, yeah. So then roll for perception again, and I hope your eyesight is better than you have it be. A 12. Considering the area that we are in, I wouldn't say it's that big of a save DC. So I'll say yes. I say that you do look around and you see that there was no other body in the room. At least from what you could tell. Corvin, what was your question? I'm sorry?
I was asking him if he saw the other two. That was
Yeah, okay, yeah. Sorry. Okay, he's typing. No, I haven't seen any other bodies. But I reckon that if they are in there, they must have just been in the farthest corner of the room. Or perhaps they're closer over here. There's a possibility that in their form of confusion they ran and went to different rooms.
Yeah, they were wounded severely. It's possible they went in the other rooms, but we didn't get the chance to explore the other rooms. So I don't know what other abyssal hell lives in them.
Alright. He said he's gonna go to the next room. Which one? He's typing. Sure. Are you sure you want to do that, though? Alright. Grim goes, I'm gonna make this a little easier for us all. As he goes on ahead and he draws his rapier and cuts his hand where he starts pouring it on the ground. Thimble and Kor, both of you see what he's creating. It's the symbol of Zamrak. As he makes a quick incantation, and several imps appears. The imp starts looking around, and they're like, "Ah, you again. What do you want?" Grim responds with, I'm going to need you to go inside these 3 rooms. He points at them and look for the bodies. Look for bodies that has this type of armor on it. Not the same, but they should be similar in color and design. Do it, and I'll free you from the contract we have. You promise? Grim nods and then gestures them with his head to, like, move along as they scatter into different rooms, giving you guys enough time to process what he did.
Well, it's a good thing Asumi's not here.
That's
This
kind of like what Red did, isn't it? Red had beings like this.
Yeah. So I think I figured out what kind of magic user he is. At least he's on our side, right?
Yeah, I
Are you
suppose
guys whispering
so.
that or saying it out loud?
I mean, I think we're mostly whispering.
Alright.
Yeah,
Well, with his past perception is low, you probably do a great job at the whisper. As Grim turns around and goes, I have a knack of disobeying the rules of magic on not making a deal with demons. So don't worry about them. They'll listen.
not very worried about much else right now.
So anybody wants to say anything else or talk to Grim or anything?
No, I'll just
So,
wait.
how good are those imps of yours?
Um, he's typing. Sorry, I thought I said it. He's typing. Okay, he goes. Well, they sometimes need a good tug on their leash, but they are incredibly good at doing their jobs when as long as it's nothing too big for them to handle. To be fair, I could have just gone worse and summoned a much more powerful demon, but I know for a fact that all I would have done is most likely piss them off. Imps are easier. If you ever want to get into demonology, trust me, they are incredibly easier. But tricky too, you definitely want to look out for their words. They tend to trick individuals. After a while, of you guys waiting,
Yeah.
the imps return. One of them returned empty-handed, but the other two returned with the bodies, showing the pieces of armor.
Else to that leader. That's them. Corbin takes a deep breath. We should take their bodies to the Duke, since the Combat Academy seems to have closed for a little bit. Can each of you carry one?
Yeah.
Alright, I'll pick up one of them and slowly start making my way to the exit.
Grim goes and picks up one of them as well. As he looks over to the imps who are waiting for you to dismiss him, who's waiting for Grim to dismiss him, Grim does that. But they just vanish as he waves his hands towards them. You guys then walk out of the cave, where the old lady just looks at you with a slight gasp as you're coming out with the skeletal corpse of your comrades, of your students, sorry. And she just bows her head in respect. Where would you like to go to bury them, Cor?
I'm taking them to the Duke. I want to take them to the castle. I'm sure they'll be able to do something with them there.
The question would be, where the hell is that captain?
Castle.
Oh, the castle, sorry. I heard you wrong there. Okay. The closest castle is Barrock. Do you want to
No,
take
I
them
want
there?
to take them to the Duke of Lumbridge.
Done. So you make the long route to Lumbridge then. As you're heading towards that direction.
I think I should turn myself in. as well. I'd say to them as we're walking.
I don't think that's necessary. Like, even if you were taking a trial, I feel like there's enough mitigating circumstances that you aren't fully responsible. Like, and what are you gonna do in jail? Not gonna bring them back. Not gonna give you back the 15 years of your life you already lost. You already paid the goddamn price for what happened, and then some.
You say that, but the last 15 years have been a complete blank. And if I was able to convince myself that my 3 students were monsters and kill them, do you even consider how many lives I could have taken in the last 15 years?
First of all, you weren't convincing yourself. A monster lashed onto your back and made you go insane. You've only just regained that sanity, and you're now dealing with the full depths of the fact that you don't have 15 years of your life. So all the more reason you should live your life now. You should spend that life trying to do better for them, instead of just wallowing in this sense of guilt and misery. Like, what are you going to do in that jail?
Grim goes and interrupts. He said he wanted to interrupt for a moment. Goes, Core. What Dimple is trying to say is, instead of doing what you want to do to yourself there, you should take this opportunity and consider to strengthen yourself. This is an experience to seek to find strength, which you did. You thought about your comrades, and the first thing you thought about them was their safety. You cared about them. Not under your control, but you still did. You lost them. That doesn't mean you had to give up. It means that through the most chaotic moments, seek strength. Find strength through this chaos, instead of just giving up easily.
I don't see this as giving up, but I did make a promise to you all. So I think at least until I beat that Inquisitor, I'll remain free. It doesn't mean I think I'm gonna... I think after all that, I'll turn myself in and let them decide what's best for me. Because even if I was under some sort of control of an unknown entity, I killed them with my hands. Those who I trained and swore to protect. And who knows, the longer I go, the more memories I might have of killing innocent people for the sake of this creature. Let's just take him to the Duke for now. I'll consider things.
Fine. If that's what you want.
Thank you.
So you guys continue with the Lumbridge. And Grim just looks a bit disappointed and shrugs off your decision, Core. But he respects it enough to just continue moving and carrying the body. You make it to Lumbridge, and you head over the castle. You see the guards looks confused at why you're bringing corpse into the castle, or to the courtyard of the castle.
Hello. These are former members of the Combat Academy that got lost in duty. I know that the Combat Academy's been shut down for a while, but I figured perhaps the Duke and their families could be notified anyways.
Oh. Sure. Give me a moment. We have to get the captain. He's a former student of the Combat Academy. Perhaps he knows you or who these individuals were. He goes over, one of them goes over and goes into the castle where he goes to get the captain and comes back out where the captain looks and goes, Corvin? It's me, Jibby. Remember you taught me how to use the sword properly.
Is that how you remember it? Because I remember you swinging wildly.
Okay, you got me there. Yeah, no. You did teach me how to swing it better. Thank you for that. It's been years. What happened? And where did you find these?
I'm going to explain all that in due time, but for now, these are the bodies of 3 of my students, Alida, Rowena, and Alistair. They've probably been MIA for the last 15 or so years.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear. Yeah, I'll take them. I just need their names, and I could probably see if they have a will or anything, and give them a proper burial afterwards. Who were they?
I point to each of them in their respective gear. Alistair, Rowena, Alida. I'm sure you'll be able to find their names from their last names from their dockets. Surely they still got information from the Combat Academy lying around here somewhere.
Of course, we still have files like that. Yes, I will go on ahead and look into that now. He gestures over the guards to take the bodies and take them to the graveyard. As he goes, do you need anything? Do you need anything at all? Like you look, and I don't mean this disrespectfully, but you look horrible.
I felt better. Do we need anything for our quest, guys? I look at Grim and Thimble.
I mean, I think Grim just needs to get some more runes, but like, I don't know. I guess we're kind of done here.
Oh, if you do need runes, the general store is selling runes themselves. It's not a lot, but you could probably find some good, decent amount.
Well, that's helpful. That saves us a trip to Al Kharid.
Alright. Thank you so much for reminding me, Grim. Yes, I almost forgot. Alright. Anything else anybody wants to ask? I say that with just like 3 of you. Is there anything else the 3 of you would like to ask for before we come to a 30-minute break?
I'm good.
No.
Alright, so it's Grim. Alright, so with that, you guys start heading over to the general store, which we will end in a break right now. We will pause the session here to take a 30-minute break. So everybody can go on ahead, eat, drink, get something, to fill your tummies, or stretch, because God knows I need to stretch for a minute. So yeah, we will be right back, ladies and gentlemen. Please enjoy the 30-minute breaks of silent music and relaxation. All right, and we are back. I hope everybody was able to get something to eat, something to drink, stretch, and so on. Whoa, Court,
What?
microphone
Your mic
was.
just.
Go
Yeah.
ahead.
The mic was just like straight up static, Chief.
Is that any better?
Not really.
That's
Whoa,
weird. This
that-
is a big mic. Even worse?
Yeah, I think you might want to check the connection for it. Like, just make sure that it's properly in there.
Should be. Still bad?
Yep.
All right. Well, like I said, I hope everybody was able to get something to drink, something to eat, stretch, and everything. Are all of you ready? Whoa, then there it is again. Do you need to disconnect and connect back, Core? I guess that's a yes. So how's everybody doing? I hope the summer
Fine.
heat is not killing everyone.
They're trying.
Does it work now?
That doesn't sound too bad, to be honest.
Is it still messing up though?
A little bit, but it's not as bad.
I don't know what's wrong with it. I
Yeah,
just bought this thing.
yeah, it could just be the connection for it. Like, the audio jack.
On my phone, yeah, it could be. Let me try something.
Yeah, it just makes that zzz sound whenever noise is coming from your end.
Oh, we're not in the right. I could try switching to my Xbox, but we're not in the right voice channel. I can't join.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead, try that. We can wait. Don't worry. It's just technically
No,
the four
but
of
we're
us.
in the wrong voice channel for it.
Uh, hmm.
Can't join
Let's
the
try that.
session
Yeah.
version. So.
Yeah, let's switch channel real quick.
Okay, we're gonna go to the other core. We could meet you there.
Oh, we're just waiting for him here then. Alright, so we're just waiting for him here, and for some reason we are not appearing on the Discord channel. Okay, now we appear. We just gotta wait for Core to come back.
He connected and disconnect.
Alright, so yeah, like I said, I hope everybody in the audience that are there, the heat is bearable for you at least. I can imagine how horrible.
Better?
Yeah, I think so.
Say something.
Something. Something.
Yeah, that
sounds
sounds better.
I guess we know where to blame.
Yes, my phone.
Alright. So let me fix something real quick. Alright, so going back. Is everybody ready now?
Yes.
Alright. So as you guys start walking to the general store, so for those of you who need to buy ruins, what do you need? Type it down for me.
Cosmic in nature.
I didn't really say type. Didn't really mean to type it down, but okay. Alright, so Corvin, you wanted what? How many natures?
I wanted nature and what else did I say? Hold on. Cosmic and nature runes.
Alright. I need to know how many do you need? Or
Well, how much do
want?
they cost? I only got $300.
Good point. Let me see. Nature and cosmic, right? Nature is about 232. And so is
Each?
cosmic.
Oh. Never mind then.
And for Thimble, you said you wanted Astral and Death Rune. Well, the Death Runes are 310 each, and the Astrals are 220 each.
Alright. Wait a minute. That's pretty expensive. So hold on.
Stop! Wait a minute.
How many? So how much was the Astral?
I'm sorry, what was that?
How much was Astral?
The Astral is 220. Death is 310.
Okay, so I think I will just get the Astrals and call it a day then. So 6,380 coins.
Alright. they have, like, I asked how much do you need, but I forgot. I said the general store doesn't have that much. So I would say the general store would have at least a total of 25 death runes. Or
Okay, but I'm
astral.
not doing I'm okay. So only the astral. So hold on then.
Yeah, so yeah, it's astral. So that's how much is the astral. So you can take the whole thing if you want, and then.
Yep, that's what I'll do then. So 25 astral.
All right. Meanwhile, you could see Grim buying ruins, which, mind you, for you, Thimple, and I guess Corbin as well, since you also know how to use magic. He's buying ruins, but none of these ruins are the correct ruins he needs to buy after using the portal spell.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like right there in your face, like you're seeing this and you make mental notes of it.
You know what you're buying? They're grim.
Grim goes, just buying the ruins that I need to replenish my stocks, because of the portal spell.
Right ones, or the right amount, that is.
Grim, like you're looking at the ruins that you bought, and it's just air, water, fire, wind, all four nations. It's just they basically the standard elemental ruins. It's not anything that big that you have bought. It's just right there. Grim goes, I see. Yes, no, you are absolutely right. I am buying the wrong ruin. Sorry, I'm just a little bit exhausted. I haven't really gotten much sleep when I've been traveling. I'm usually more comfortable on beds, not on wagons. You know, I'm sure you know how it is.
Yeah.
I've forgotten 15 years.
We'll wait for you outside to get your runes. And then as they exit outside, Thimble pulls Corvin aside and is like, okay, I'm pretty convinced he doesn't actually need fucking runes to cast his spells. He is some kind of warlock.
Every sinner has their sins,
Yeah, so I think the weird thing is, like, it's so kind of blatantly obvious. Like, are we just supposed to assume that's not happening?
Depends. Do you want to have him as an ally or not?
I mean, like I said, I think I'm fine with him being an ally, but yeah, this is a bit on the nose.
Seems he's not a very good liar.
Yeah.
Grim comes
He's
out
got to do with it.
pretending. Sorry, Grim comes out pretending that his pouch is full now, and he goes, "All right, I got the right ruins. Thankfully, the shopkeeper was able to help me. Sadly, is that shopkeep didn't have that much ruins, so at least we have something."
Yeah. Glad You restocked.
Yep. Let's get going.
Grim asks, where are we going though? Any other stories or personal business we need to take care of? Or are we just gonna head back to Falador?
I mean, I need to expunge a magical presence from my mind, but I feel like that's something we gotta do in Falador.
Oh, sorry, repeat that?
I gotta expunge a magical presence from my mind, but I think that's something we need help from people in Falador.
He's typing. What do you mean by a magical presence? Do we have to go to the wizard tower for this?
I was gonna just ask my aunt what we can do. Basically, my grandpa, because of some time travel shenanigans, was able to put his thing in my mind and whatnot. It's confusing.
He just stares at you, confused. He types, he stares confused, which I'm assuming he meant to type that before you were talking. But he's still typing. Right. Well, we can handle that situation then. We'll just need to figure out what we want to do then. Are we going to go to the wizard tower to get this solved, or are we going to go to Falador? And your aunt seemed like a powerful mage.
Yeah, she's pretty good with magic. So, like, at the very least, she'll tell us, yeah, this is something you need to go to the wizard's tower for.
She probably can get us there easier. If
Alright.
that route's necessary.
Sorry, what was that? I spoke and I interfered with you.
I said, and she can get us to the wizard tower easier, I assume, if that course is needed.
So, let's go to Falador.
Alright. So just going to Falador then. Alright. So how are you guys gonna get there? You're gonna
I
have Grim
assume
open.
Grim was using a portal.
Yeah. So Grim, are you gonna use the portal again? Alright. So Grim goes on ahead and opens the portal. Grim, since this is like the fourth time you open the portal, I need you to roll a D100 for me. Sandy. Okay. Alright. So as you open the portal opens up to Falador, right outside the gate. And of course, you all walk through, and you end up there. Grim also wanted to ask something, and he goes, by the way, I hope I'm not prying into any personal boundaries here, but that half-orc, Asumi, what's his deal? I sensed a demonic presence in him.
Yeah, you don't want to know. Let's just say his grandpa has a. Look, we have a lot of grandpa issues going on. Is what I'm saying. And yeah, so let's just leave it at that for right now. It's something that will arguably create issues if you look too far into it.
He one of his eyebrow rises, like curious, and he says, all right then, if you don't want to share, that's perfectly fine. I won't pry any further. But remember, I have a nick into these type of stuff when it comes to demons. So I could probably help one way or another. But if you think this is something personal that needs to be taken care of by, of course, close friends and ally, I completely understand.
Yeah, I think it's something we gotta solve after the whole Inquisitor situation. It's also something that's probably not gonna have an easy resolution for this.
Oh, and he asked another question while you were talking. Sorry. This actually works pretty well for what you said. What about you?
Me?
He gestures over to your head, to his own head, and he goes, "Your grandpa."
Yeah, my grandpa is a different scale, and also he's dead in this timeline, so it's really just a matter of expunging a psychic presence.
Psychic presences in our group as well.
Yeah, it's a trend.
These guys are heading back to the castle. You're there, inside the castle, skipping through the whole walk for the bit. Or at least you talked and walked. But you got to the top of the castle again, and you still see Eugene working on the devices. And Klimdu is just there staring, looking as she's trying to give the amount of runes that Eugene needs to be able to have the device hold the runes for the banishment spell. Klimdu looks over and she goes, "Ah, you folks are here. That's great. I finished up with the scroll, by the way." She goes on ahead and she gives you Thimble 2 for you. And she goes, these are the highest level that I can get them, which is the 9th level. I don't know why I said that. Let me repeat that in the narrative term. I am giving you my power of banishment. So it should be very powerful, and it should require a good concentration if that Inquisitor wishes to try to counterspell it.
Thanks, Auntie.
That's anything else you folks need? Eugene is still working on the device.
Yeah, so slightly uncomfortable topic, but yeah, so Grandpa's in my head.
Okay, just to let you know, she's just staring at you. Like, she's trying to process what you said, and she's just staring at you.
Yeah, I went back in time. He decided to go in my head. It was a whole thing.
I'm going to need you to be very specific and give me all the details, please.
All right, so basically, I kept having
Real quick,
dreams. Oh,
a mental interruption. I need you to roll a wisdom saving throw. Steve, did you roll?
sorry, no, I didn't. Sorry.
Oh, I'm waiting on you.
Is this count as a spell?
Geez, I want to say no, but since he's inside your head, I guess, since he's technically magic, so I'll just say yes.
Well, it didn't matter. It's a 12.
All right. your mouth is shut. As Klimdu looks at you very confused. Before you hear your own words come out, I'm sorry, Auntie. I was just playing around. I didn't mean to. I just wanted to see if you were, on your guard. I've been having weird dreams about Grandpa lately, so I'm getting a bit paranoid. By the way, that was my horrible impression of Dimple.
Yeah, that was
Sorry.
awful. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna need Klimdu to roll a insight check with advantage because that sounds nothing like me.
Oh yeah, no, 100%. Klimdu is definitely gonna roll that. All right. Let's see what she gets. If I can find my dice. Steve, stop eating my dice.
Look, man, when I said I ate your dice, I was lying, like every time. You just are horrible finding your dice.
Alright, so I gotta roll for his deception now and see if this works.
Disadvantage, by the way, because it was so bad.
Fuck you. Okay. Klimdu stares at you, listening to the voice, as it tried to sound like you. Did a whole job, but it almost worked. Like she was almost convinced until she realized something. You would never do this. As she goes, oh, of course, dear. Of course. She puts her hand on your shoulder before telepathically linking with you. And she goes, Dimple, sweetie? Why didn't you tell me this sooner?
Well, to be honest, we were in the middle of a lot of bullshit, so I have had a lot of shit to deal with between when this happened and now. So sorry it took this long.
And let's be honest, my sweet, sweet daughter. We really didn't want a family reunion like this, now did we? She grips your shoulder a little tight, accidentally hurting you. And you hear her in your head going, Dad? Get out of his head. Oh, my sweet child. I have been in here long enough to actually do something to his little feeble mind of his. Which honestly, I'm disappointed that he's even my grandson. Did you teach him nothing? Nonetheless, not that I care.
Fuck you, Gramps.
I'd love you too, Sonny. Now, if you try to force me out, you're going to end up finding your little nephew to be a bit brain dead. So unless you don't want me to harm him that way, I suggest you do your next course of action very, very carefully. Klimdu just lets you go for a moment before she goes, okay. And she quickly holds her, she holds her head for a moment. You can see like she's about to have a panic attack before she calms down and goes, and like holds her hand out to you, Dimple, for you to grab it. Do you grab it?
I grab it.
She goes, accept what I'm going to do, okay?
Alright.
She casts Hold Person on you. As she goes to the rest of you, she goes, all right, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to enter his head. I can't force his grandfather out of him. But what we can do is beat the living shit out of him. I can't enter it, but you folks can with Dimple. I want the, how many are there again? 4 of you to enter his head, fight his grandpa off, and ensure that his grandfather is removed from his head. Can I trust you? Core, Grim, Can she trust you?
Now that the beast is gone, I think I'll be more than well off to fight.
And Grim is typing. Of course you can. I mean, we just met, but I can understand the family drama. I'll be happy enough to remove the parasite from your nephew's head. Good. Now, I should warn you and give you quick information. Clemto looks over to you, then, but she goes, you already know your grandfather enough, so I'm sorry. And she casts Deafen on you, making you completely deaf to the situation.
I mean, I don't think I could actually respond at all because I am frozen in place and now I can't hear shit.
As she turns and goes, he's a master illusionist. He's able to conjure illusion so great that it can make them look real. Now, I can imagine inside his own head, he is able to do these illusions even greater. So it's gonna be much harder to fight. So be careful. And another thing, make sure you beat him very badly. You know, one for me, she says with a little positive attitude. Are you all ready? Alright.
I have no comments because I cannot speak nor can I hear.
Yeah, don't worry, you're perfectly fine there. As she turns over and she starts doing a bunch of to you, Thimble, you assume you're on gone crazy, but then you remember you're deaf, so it's fine. But she starts doing motions in her hand and starts speaking a incantation before she has a telepathic link between all of you, where she casts a sort of concentrated sleep spell, where you all fall asleep in a way, and enters Dimple's mind. You enter one of Dimple's mindscape. Which, Dimple, I'm gonna allow you to explain what this random mindscape you would like to look like.
Let's see. Basically, it is more or less a kind of thieves' guild of sorts. Filled with various locked doors, safes, chests, and people unsuspectingly standing around waiting for their pockets to be picked.
Grim goes, If I'm gonna be completely honest, I assumed his mindscape would have been a bit more foresty. You know, because he's a gnome. Which, by the way, you're pretty much right there, Thimble, so you heard him say that.
Sorry, what did he say?
He said that he assumed that your mindscape would have been like a forest or so because you're a gnome.
Wow, way to stereotype, dude. I grew up in Falador. What the fuck were you expecting?
I don't think he's ever even seen a tree.
Okay, I've seen trees. I'm just not that into them. Well, you want me to go around hugging trees or some shit?
Grim goes,
That is what gnomes do.
Grim points at Core and goes, I honestly thought you gnomes were more tree practitioners. I didn't know you were raised in Falador.
Yeah, because you didn't ask. Jesus Christ. Sorry. Gothic's Christ. Gothic's damn it.
So with that, you hear Klimtu's voice. Alright, can you guys hear me?
Yep.
You're going to want to look for the memory where you saw him in. Do you know where to go, Dimple?
Well, it's gonna be a ways back, but yeah, I think so.
Alright. I'm going to try to keep you guys asleep and keep a barrier around you guys so nothing can go in or out uninvited. So good luck. And with that, she
Alright.
stays silent.
Follow me, guys.
So you all follow Thimble. Good one, Brain. You all follow Thimble down memory lane.
Dun 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 dun.
Grim wants to know if there's like any memories he could like pick glimpse of just to learn a little bit more about you.
Let's see. From which you pass by, there's a open door that shows a memory of Thimble stealing Mastima's symbol of Saradomin, getting caught and giving it back, only to have also stolen a vial of holy water when he wasn't looking.
Grim just looks at it and goes, "Ah, little rascal, and I warned you."
Let's see. The next memory you can see is one that's hiding in a safe. And it's Thimble writing poetry, Asumi finding it, and Thimble quickly throwing it in the trash before Asumi can see it, and then lighting it on fire, causing a minor trash fire and having to run outside to get rid of it.
Damn. Anything else you would like to share there?
Let's see. I think the last thing worth mentioning is one that's hiding in a chest, and it's Thimble stealing money from Evarg several times, all put into like a little montage.
So you got Grim and maybe Core if you want to see. You start seeing like a montage memory. Like probably one of his best memories that he has. Stealing money from a guy that looks like a ghoul. Grim types, "Well, it seems you like stealing from this guy. What did he do to you? Aside from
Oh,
looking
nothing.
ugly?"
He's just mostly annoying, so it's kind of funny to mess with him. Like it's also just easy money.
He goes, "That's fair, I suppose." And so you guys continue walk down memory lane, seeing different types of memories. Most of them just blurred out from like old childhood memories where can barely be remembered. Others are just him being with Asumi, helping him to do things that he is unable to do because of the White Knight Code of Honor. You finally reach to the door where it's recently opened, where you could see that it has been open and something magical is keeping it from closing.
Well, at
Where's
least,
that?
yep, at least he made it obvious.
Grim goes, "Well, is there anything you would like to say before we enter there?" And optimistically speaking, drag him by the horns out of this mind of yours.
I mean, mostly just watch out for his illusions and shit.
And with that,
Sounds simple enough.
you enter the memory. Hey, what time is it? Yeah, we could end it a little bit early. So yeah, we're gonna do this a little bit more, but we're gonna end this early. So as you enter the room, you all look around, and it is a large cave with a recent memory that was replaying. And you all see Thimble as a child. From what you can tell is way before Asumi was born. As his aunt looked younger. Asumi's mother was still alive. And several of the defenders of Gielinor were there, like Mastema. As you see the memory being replayed is the death of Thimble's father. As you could see, there are two versions of his grandfather. One who's killing the father, and the other one who's watching in the corner. As he looks at you guys and goes, "You know, I'd have thought his most traumatic memory would be seeing some naked old man, like that Ivar guy. But no, apparently, I'm his most traumatic memory. It is funny how this specific memory right here is what's linked our mind together, desiring you to go back in time, just to be able to save your own pappy again,
Gee, I wonder why this memory has traumatized me for so very long.
Oh, that Sasapio is definitely your aunt. It's not a problem. The memory paused as the other grandfather starts walking up next to the one speaking. As he starts speaking, it's not like I finally gained some control of this memory. The fun fact, child, is if you're going to have a cursed individual in your head, don't remember all the details in the memory, he says as he's holding the black stone in his hand, like waving it at you.
You fucking piece of shit. How does it even work here? It's not real.
You're right, it's not. But your memory recalls the property, and the mind recollects it. It's considered a bad copy, not original, but it's still strong enough to empower me. And I'm going to do just that. As long as I tried, I did not want to inject myself with this, because I didn't want my good looks to disappear.
What good looks?
Grim types, debatable. Okay, fuck off, you two. He grabs the black stone, the first one speaking grabs the black stone and goes, "But I'm going to risk it, because when I'm done, I'm going to control you. And then when I control you, I am going to kill your aunt."
Air surges the black stone.
I'm sorry?
I'm casting Air Surge. Give me a DC 20 dex save on the black stone and Grandpa and the illusion.
Sure. A save for what? I'm sorry?
Dexterity.
DC
20.
20. I rolled total of 19.
Congratulations. You fail. 28 slashing damage.
He looks at you and just... You see the hand is gone, but it starts reforming and he goes, "Oh, child. I may not control your mind yet, but I still control these memories." As he says, as you could see a more... Like the memory sort of fast forward like a VHS tape. Like the bad VHS tape thing when you try to pass forward. And you see several illusion of him in the background when the defenders were fighting him. As they all turn to you. And each one of them holding the black stone. Before Grandpapa goes, "Now then, They don't have the power, but one of them do. Would you like to play whack-a-mole, Sonny? And with that, would you like to? Anybody like to say anything before we end it here?
No, Grim will just hold up his sword.
Grim is
That's a
typing.
big sword.
Go ahead, Thimble. I'm sorry.
I said that's a big sword.
That's what she said, or he said. That's what they said. There we go. Oh, ho, 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 you bitch. You son of a bitch. Okay. I gotta roll for this again. Alright. I succeeded. $53. Okay, that's half, so... Alright. So, Grim goes, allow me to introduce to you a friend of mine. As he goes and he points his finger at your granddad, at least the one that he's been staring for a while. As you can see a bolt of necrotic energy, purplish, come out of his finger, with the lightning itself flickering, showing the face of the Grim Reaper himself before it hits your grandpapa. As he managed to deflect the damage enough to absorb some of it with his own magic power, but he slides back. Thimble, this gives you the view that your grandpa doesn't seem strong enough in this version of his dream. Not that he's weak, or at least he is weak, but he hasn't gathered all his strength yet to even counter that spell.
Alright, I guess it's time for us to start using a lot of magic now.
And with that, we're gonna end the session here. We will end the session here to continue next week. Thank you all so much for watching. Before we leave, I would like to make a quick announcement. First, for those of you who don't know or do not recall, whether you're watching this on YouTube or on Twitch as a VOD, RuneScape Dragonwild will be released this September. So if you want, go ahead and get the game right now. It is on sale. The reason why I'm not telling you this is because we are kind of close to finishing this campaign. With everybody leaving, we have so little of a box of character arc to finish. And as such, we are almost done. Which means we will be going straight to campaign 2. Not now, but shortly after. So my goal is to try to hold on to this campaign at least until August or September. But if anything, do so, because we will be doing RuneScape Dragonwild storyline as campaign 2. So if you would like to get yourself a copy of RuneScape Dragonwild, go to Steam right now and get the game. It is a early access and it is still on sale. You can get it cheap. If not, if you're someone who likes to play it on the console, it is coming out on Xbox, PlayStation 5, and the Nintendo Switch 2. So remember, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be doing Campaign 2 on Dragonwild. So if you want to experience that story before you see us mess up and me torturing my parties like this, feel free to do so. Anyway, with that, I want to say thank you all so much for watching. Thank you for being here. I'm sorry you're seeing a lot of players leave or having to go to take themselves a small break. Life is hard and a lot of people have stuff to do. But nonetheless, see you all next week. Goodbye.
Bye bye.